Hey guys, Jamie with the Summer Rain channel. Welcome back. I'm super excited for this video. I grew some spearmint in my garden, so gardening is another one of my favorite hobbies, and I feel like I'm smushing two of my favorite hobbies into one super fun day for me, where I'm taking the spearmint that I grew and I'm gonna show you how to dehydrate it. That way we can create something with the spearmint that we grew. So I'm not 100% decided on what I'm going to make yet, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment down below. In the coming weeks, I will be making another video where I make something with the spearmint that we're dehydrating today. I'm really excited to show you this. I kind of feel like I'm making something double homemade, so hear me out. If I grew the spearmint in my garden, that's homemade, right? And then if I make something with it, it's double homemade. That's how it works. At least in my head, that's how it works. Without further ado, let's dive in and learn how to dehydrate our spearmint. Now, before I go through and actually clean this, I just like to come through any of these leaves that have bug bites on them, or if they're like that yellowish brown color, I'm just going to clean that off in advance. So then we're only working with the good spearmint leaves. And at the same time, I'm kind of cutting it into more manageable sizes. That way I can kind of fit it in my sink. So I have all of the spearmint soaking in here. What I'm doing is if I see any pieces that I missed before, I'll kind of pull them out with, some bug bites and whatnot on it. I'm gonna let this soak for like 5 or 10 minutes. And then once it's done soaking and all of the dirt or anything that might be on it is loosened, I'll go ahead, rinse this off, and we can start dehydrating it. Now that this is all clean, we're going to go ahead and take the leaves off. Now you can kind of pull them off like this, or I find it's a little bit easier if you just come in and pinch a little bit and then push right down the stem, and you kind of get all the leaves off at one time. We're just going to place all of these on our dehydrator, and we are just going to continue to repeat this process until all of our spearmint is on our dehydrator. Now I think mine has like 4 trays, so I can fit quite a bit of spearmint on here. And once your tray is pretty much full, you're just going to go ahead, put it on the dehydrator, and grab a different one. And I'm still not really sure what I'm going to make with this spearmint, but I do know that I'll probably wind up making like a foot soak, or maybe a bath tea, possibly a lip scrub. Really, the options are kind of endless with your dried herbs. That's why I just wanted to get the spearmint grown, and then I can go ahead and, when I'm ready to use it for whatever I'd like. Now, if I would have gotten more spearmint, I think I would have tried to make an essential oil from it, but I didn't have quite enough to do that this time. So I think next year I'll try to grow just a bit more. And by no means do you have to grow your spearmint. You can definitely buy it in the store. I just really enjoy gardening. I think, so normally I do a vegetable garden, and I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. I think I'm just going to do maybe the herbs that I use for my blogging and flowers, because that seems to be more what I enjoy, more so than vegetables. Now, rather than pulling up the stem, I don't know why I find it so satisfying just to pull it off, but I do. So whatever way you prefer. And then this way I kind of examine every leaf too to make sure there's no funky ones. I know it's kind of hard to see here, but we have all of our spearmint on our dehydrator. I had to move this up a little bit higher to get it under the camera. So we're just going to pop the lid on and go ahead and plug this in. And we're going to let this go ahead and dehydrate, and I'll come back when it's done. And it did not take long at all. And as you can see, our spearmint is completely dried up. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put it in an airtight container. And now that our spearmint is completely dehydrated, what I'm going to do is just put it in like this airtight baggie. That way it stays nice and dry. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had as much fun as I did learning how to dehydrate spearmint. Bye!